I'm kind of glad you didn't pick up. I kind of just called to hear your voice. I miss you. I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about our love, and how much I miss you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. Even if things never go back to what we were, what I became so used to, what I thought would be forever.
Hello everyone, and welcome back for another Tuesday night on the server. Today, our mission is continuing work on the rail network. Let's press all these buttons here and put all this junk back on. Evening Wolf. I've gathered up some supplies because we've got, well, actually, it probably is actually, I'll go back into the house and wait, because I can't remember when was the last time I slept, so I don't know how long I'll be on the map. Right, 2 seconds. Press the bouncy button, followed by this button. Then go back to the other menu. Realise it's loaded up on the wrong screen. There we go, just hiding the URL. Okay, so over the weekend I completed the rail network going from now there is two-way travel between all of the stations down at Chrissy's End with the rest of the entire network. I also where is it on the map here? I get confused now of all the different oh, we've got a squeak. All right. didn't spot it there. Very quiet squeaks on it tonight. Might get a new bottle soon. Let's have a quick mouthful of that. There's not much left in there. Okay, what was I saying? Alright, one thing I didn't say, but I've just noticed is... I don't know if this affects it at your end, right? I'm about to press a button. Tell me if the screen becomes, like, less orangey. Because I have my monitor in nighttime mode all the time. Okay, what was I saying there? Oh, also, I completed the short line that runs up to JD's base up here. I've also connected a pathway in the Nether, because you're right next to the pathway that goes to Royalty's base. So I just went the 20 blocks through. So hopefully you should have it should be all connected up there. You stop rummaging through my chests. Is that what's rummaging? Okay. Let's have a hop over here. Oh, actually, while I'm over here, I want to check this this bit here. Yeah, this machine keeps on breaking down. I just keep checking on it every now and again. We don't actually it has broken down slightly. We're getting lots of these in here. But if anyone is in need of any of these materials that this place actually makes, downstairs in the storeroom, there's absolutely tons of it. It's basically, actually, are we like, yeah, I have like emptied out some of the composting chambers because they are getting full. This is the only one I think that isn't full yet. It's for the flowered ones. Everything else, what they see, everything else apart from seeds, which seeds, and the regular azaleas, everything else is all completely full. So if we need any of that. That's one thing I haven't actually checked on for a little while. I haven't been doing much AFKing actually when I think about it. Yeah, this thing's not producing very much. Not as much as it did in my test world anyway. And bounce down here. This one down here. Yeah, we've almost got two. I only did one AFK session here, and the rest is all passive. So there's absolutely tons of this stuff in here as well, the glow stuff all generated. But anyway, going back to the map. Actually, I'll tab over the map. So, as I said, I connected JD's base up there, so that's connected to the rest of the network. There's only 3 tickets that are in the ticket boxes that can't be reached just yet, and that is the one that will go up to Harry's abandoned base. I'm still going to build a station up there, and I have planned the track route for that one there. But the big one coming off the interchange at Chrissy's base, over the weekend I rendered in these chunks going along here, and I put the corners in on these ones. So if I zoom in somewhere down here, because I've calculated where the coordinates are for them, so they're all in place ready for putting the rails in between. But this is the big one going up to the cartography district, because this is where where we've got the maps and what have you. And I've marked out where the station is going to be, and also in the Wither combat zone, all the way up here. I've marked off where the station is going to be next to the outpost. It's going to take a phenomenal amount of blocks to get up there, and I know I don't have enough just yet, but I'm going to try it if I can just get like one-way traffic by the episode 100, which is the goal. So today we're going to go and try and see if tonight we can build those stations. So I think I'm going to head up to the cartography district first and build that station, because that's the one that's definitely going to be used. The Wither combat zone I'm not overly fussed about, because we have safer ways of tackling the Wither. That's more of like go up there just for a bit of fun. Okay, let's hop up here. We'll go and gather up some supplies. Do I need to restock just a few more potatoes? And actually, no, I don't need to take rockets because I've got rockets in the supply box. So I came on for like 20 minutes or something this afternoon, and I made all of these for the stations. Oh, I don't need that. So let's just get these in. So we have all the mine carts ready to go. I've got all the tickets ready to go, because I keep on having to change the tickets. I'm having to like number the boxes now. These are version 2 tickets. Yellow boxes are stationed in a box. What was in the red one? Oh, red one, a selection of powered rails. And what did I put in the blue one? Ah, yeah, just some of that stuff there. Rockets, food. Actually, I like to leave one stack of rockets in there. I need the stick. Don't know if I need the torches, but I'm going to take them just in case. I don't think there's anything else around here that I've done anything with to update you on. Now, it's a bit of a hike to get wrong side of the pole. A bit of a hike to get where we're going. I've still managed to pick up that stone block. Just chuck that off. It'll despawn eventually. Now, there is no aerial route as well to where we're going. Well, there is, but it's just asking for too much trouble, so we're going to have to go on foot. Oh. Lost momentum there. So it's going to take us a few minutes to get out to where we need to be. So whilst we're travelling up there, what sort of trouble has everyone been up to today? Type of mayhem and chaos has Wolf been up to? Oh, too fast, too fast. Quick snack. Oh, before we go on foot, I'll tell you what, I'll just have a quick run up this passageway here. I don't think it's very far. I think it's just once I get into this bit here. Oh, I might be wrong. Was that Wolf lighting the world on fire there, JD? How's your teeth doing as well today? Are you recovering nicely from your surgery yesterday? Oh, it must be a little bit further. I didn't think it was quite this far. Ah, here it is. This is the bit I was looking for. So this passageway here eventually goes to Royalty's base, but off to the side, because it was only just to here, that's where your base is, JD. So I stuck one of these up here, and oh, let's just dismiss those notifications. So we got here the realm of the Squeaky Bottle King. I made a little access bit here so you can get out into the actual Nether as well, but I haven't stepped through it because if you haven't made a portal on your end, I don't know where it'll spawn. You know, it might damage your build, so I'll leave that the other side of that for you to build when you're ready, and then you'll be able to. In theory, you should come here. If it does appear somewhere else, we'll just move this portal back to where it needs to be. if it's not in the same location. Oops, let's go down here. Oh, did I just get a notification there that Wolf just burnt to death? Whereabouts have you set yourself on fire? Whereabouts have you killed yourself, Wolf? Ooh. Majority of this walkway as well is all glassed in, apart from when we get to some of the extreme places that we're actually going to today. Where we're going to... Ooh. That one was a big jump. the one that we're going to today, there is no like full coverings with the glass. Oh, I think in the Nether as well, JD. Up here, so when you get down to spawn, up there is the gold farm where you can get, like mend all your tools and stuff. The easiest way to get up there is to step out here onto this little landing platform and jump up the hole, and then just, climb up the rest of the way. There is though a thing that goes all the way in case your like elytra is beyond repair or something. Ooh. It mustn't have fired. So, well, do we know where you died? Ooh, I just went on there. Ooh, run away. Let's just hide over here for a minute there. Whereabouts had you flown? Are your items recoverable, or do I have to restore from the backup? I mean, some people might think, it's extreme circumstances, we say, for restoring from the backup, because we don't want to, we just want to play. We don't want to be like spending hours and hours recovering. Cartography district this way. We're digging in the walls. The console doesn't even tell you where the coordinates of where you died, does it? Alright, well, what we'll do is I'll get myself out of the cartography district, and I'll pull it from the backups. It'll take 2 minutes to restore it. It's quite a hike along here, though. I didn't think all of this was glassed up, to be honest. I think Royalty must have done it. Stop for a snack. The wall wolf, is that instead of a werewolf? I was actually thinking the other day, because oh, let's hold my torch in my hand. I'm just thinking with your name being Wolf, my favourite artist, her son is called Wolf because he was born in the year of the wolf. Oh, this is the dangerous spot now. It's been like partially walled in. Just keep running. I think Royalty covered up some of this, because I know I certainly didn't do any of this. I was trying to get the Royalty and Chrissy to come up to the cartography district one night. And they wouldn't run through that fortress, even though if they just kept running in a straight line, you're perfectly safe. Was that Wolf's kryptonite is manual labour? Isn't that all of our kryptonite, though? Slowly getting through it. Eventually we'll see a portal in the distance. Oh no, he's gonna blow himself up with the TNT. Wow, they take way too much health off you when they attack you. Still no sign of this portal. Am I being followed? Right, let's just tab onto the map. Oops. Oh, we're getting there. We're slowly travelling across. Yeah, this way. Oh, I can see the orange, purpley glow in the distance. Apparently it wasn't the portal, though. It was the environment. yeah. Turn around and it's like, yeah, if you're in like the blank corridors, like, which way is it? And here we go. Now this is the cartography district, the area set aside so that we can make item frame sized maps. Somewhere around here, I think it's on that side actually. There it is. Is the white map. Didn't take as long as what I thought it was going to take. I think it was like 3 nights of just like coming on and slowly putting the blocks down. Now the question is, which way? If that way's north, then... Oh, actually you can see the schematic in the distance. So this place hasn't been used since this time last year because you can still see Royalty's Halloween decorations scattered all over it. But actually, what supplies have we left behind? So there's still snow. Empty. Just general junk. Empty. What's in the shulker box? A map. And some steak. Okay, which was the empty one? This one here. Right, let's just unload. All the other bits and bobs that we probably don't really need just yet. Actually, we're going to keep a stack of those. Some of that and a bit of that. Okay, what we'll do now is we are going to go and quickly fix Wolf. So, let's have a look. We want this button. We don't want the notification, thank you. Let's fire up this. Of course, it opens up somewhere else. Okay, now we need to figure out who is Wolf. Actually, we need to, first of all, before we do it, we need to figure out which one is the last backup. What is today's date? Alright, that's going back to 2020, so it's at the other end. We want the player data one for then. Right, 2 seconds, because I need... an empty folder. Minimize that. What's in this folder? That'll do. Okay, so we will take yesterday's backup. Take that off the server. We will then open the archive. Go down the long chain. And now we need to figure out who Wolf is. So, whitelist. And we want A8. A8. Two files for A8. Using this method is also my method for when I used to be part of another server as one of the admins on it. We had like incidents of people stealing, and they were like keeping stuff in their inventories and in their end chests. But using this method, I can actually open up anybody's inventory in e-chest, and I was able to like get people's tools back that had been stolen and give them back to them. Okay, player data. We will take the A8s and we will dump them across there. We will overwrite them there, and there we go. Job done. Next time Wolf logs back on, he'll be all repaired. And he'll log in wherever he logged in earlier today. Okay, let's set my spawn point and have a sleep here. There we go. So the bit here where the schematic is, you can see where we're going to start carving out. And as always with these things, I know I don't need to carve out the whole thing, but it just makes life easier for me if I do carve out the entire space that we're going to need it. Yeah, it was a handy thing. There was because I could join the server as you. So if say for example, you know, if someone said, oh, you know, like you know, they stole your pick sort of thing, I would then switch myself over using those files to be you, log in. There was actually on the server I played on, there was one bloke, he'd pinched some stuff off another guy, and he was just generally an arsehole. So being his character, I went into the Nether and like traveled deep into it looked like one of the massive rock structures, and sealed myself in it. And then I logged out, changed back over to being myself, and next time he logged in, he was just in the middle of the Nether. thing is though, if he had stayed where he was and like dug out, like in like a straight direction, he would have been perfectly fine. But no, he decided to be an arse. He was like, because he had, you know, he had all of his tools and everything was still in his inventory. No, he took a tantrum and he started digging down and what have you, and then he got killed in lava and lost everything he had, because that was back on 14, maybe it's 15. Then he was kicking off and what have you, and it's like, well, no. Like that's consider that as punishment for because he stole loads of stuff from one of the other players. Right, let's just drop this schematic a few miles. I'll have to do this in the opposite direction soon because I'm going to show you as well. Actually, we might nip into my creative world. We'll dig this out, we'll build this, then we're going to nip into my creative world, and I'll show you what I've come up with for the floating interchange. I shared a picture on the Discord the other day, but I'll show you it properly. It's nothing like what I'd originally set out to build. Originally I was going to build an oil rig, and then I thought, oh, maybe the Zeppelin might be good, and then I've come up with this like weird rocket thing that doesn't make any sense. So I've got to dig all this out so we can get all the right timings. This is only a few layers down. It doesn't actually require that much in the way of resources to build these stations, at least. And I've pre-made a whole load of them anyway, so that I can just grab a box. Down another layer. What we might do as well, we might carve out a little section going out over, because in theory this should line up with an existing cave once we dig a little bit and then go up. It might be a better idea maybe just to come from the other side, because I think I know roughly where I've got the cave lined up with. Yeah, Wolf, and hopefully it'll get more Karens. Speaking of which, have you had any of your Karens yet at work? You had to pick anyone up and chuck them out of the chuck them out. Oh, actually, I was thinking about still none. I can't remember which one of the. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. You shared like your certificate like 2 weeks ago that you got. Which one is it that you study? I can't remember the. Oh, it's gone completely from my head now. I have to check back on the Discord. But you should use those skills though to boot the Karen out the door, or whatever the male equivalent is as well. What do they call the male Karens actually? Because I know there is plenty of them. Is that everything on that layer? Yeah. I think there's, how many layers are left? 2 layers left. Alright, we'll just do these 2 layers at the same time. Ah, is that the one that I just drop that down a bit. Actually, offhand that so we can actually see what we're doing. Is that the one? Cause I couldn't remember which one it was now from like the other week there when you shared it. I see that. I saw like the video on YouTube. There was a woman, a Karen, who well, you can see in her eyes, she was a horrible woman, but she was like, you know, the coughing one, that, you know, that was coughing on people to get them to move out of the way and like to be a horrible person. I see she got sacked from her job. Oh, they just called them both. I wasn't sure if they had given them a different name or something like that. I never follow what the trends are. It must be horrible for the people that are really called Karen. I suppose I'll not say the name, but I suppose also for the people that have certain Amazon devices, say, in the house. if they've got the same name, I suppose you can change that to be either Amazon, Echo, or Computer. Last time I modified one anyway. I don't know if they've added any more. Hey, one hole. I say half of this is completely unnecessary to excavate, as you'll see here if I just bring it up. You see, I don't need to dig out this whole space. It just bugs me if I don't. So underneath every single one of these stations I built is one massive hollow full of torches. Ooh, what's that there that you've wrote there, Wolf? There was a guy at work a long time ago. I drank until they were forced to leave. And then cheers. Oh, I'm gonna just close my audio monitor. And then they have so much that they got to be chucked out. We had well, in the hotel bar, regular occurrence. Yeah, these people they drink far too much. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I don't drink. Yeah, I should just let this all despawn, but never mind. We want a yellow box, which should contain everything we need to build this station. There we go. And a handful of those. Remember there was one guy one night, he'd had so much to drink and he'd gotten like abusive. And I was like, I'm not serving you any more drink. And then he got... He sort of like been talking to some people, like some of the people at the bar, and he got them to buy. Well, he was trying to like get them to buy them a drink. And I said to this bloke, I says, if you're buying a drink for him, I'll close the bar, and that's it. It'll be on you. Everybody then loses out, and nobody can drink for the rest of the night. Because I was like, is that for him? He's like, no, it's for me definitely. And then a few minutes later, the bloke, he was like standing there with a smug look on his face, waving the oh, did I put the wrong thing there? I did. Waving the glass around like towards us. Saying, oh look, I got me drink. You didn't stop me. And I was like, right then, that's it. Closed the bar. I announced in the bar which person was responsible for no one else being able to have another drink. I said that, that was my final word on the matter. The drunk who'd been like abusive, he then come up to me and he was like saying, no, you listen to me, we're going to sort this out right now, and you're going to start serving people at the bar and you're going to get me a drink. Right? No. Not going to happen. But the other guests, of course, naturally weren't best impressed. There we go. We're on there. Some of this will be all right once we've got power running through the system. That in there. I know that needs to go in there. One there. There we go. That made that part of the schematic happy. What's it there? Oh, was he like constantly like harassing you? Do you mean their wolf? Like some people with their alcohol is just ridiculous. Right, let's hop back out here. Oh, haven't built those blocks yet. The downside to doing these schematics. Nothing bad, just coming in drunk. That's what I don't know what the I don't know what like the laws are over like over there for you guys, but in the UK, the barman let's quickly sleep. Doesn't have to serve anyone a drink, and it can be for whatever reason they want. You know, I could turn around to a person and say, oh, you know, I don't like people that have got that wear like yellow socks on a Sunday afternoon, so you're not getting another drink, and that's perfectly valid reason to not serve them. You know. Oh, I put that the wrong way around. Just checking that wasn't a hollow. So this bit here is just to give a delay for the new replacement minecart to go out. Actually, I better put that there first. Originally, I didn't have these blocks behind it, but when they changed Redstone in 1.16, was it? Was it 1.16? Yeah, it would have been 1.16 when they changed some of the way some of the Redstone worked. I had to make those modifications. And oh yes, of course. Forgot I've got to dig out one block beyond the schematic. For the cactus. I'll put that there now, then it's done. What's it there? What do you got against yellow socks? Got anything against them if it means I don't have to serve a drunk. I'm pleased I don't have to deal with any of that anymore, though. Never work in hotels. Alright, yeah, occasionally you meet like a fun celebrity or something like that, but it's not worth it. Was it 3 or 4 red blocks? Well, I haven't put those in yet, have I? Right, let's pop those in just whilst I've got the zone clear, because I can come in here and pop them that way. These are just to get the ticket there. Just got that in there. Let's come in, place that on there. Now the furnace. Actually, let's pop that there. Now let's see. It says north facing. I'm facing south, which is the way that it works. North facing. That'll probably be facing that way. And if I come around this way... Yay. Can't anger the schematic gods. There we go. So we have that in place. Okay, what we got next then? Actually, it's just those last 2 blocks. Shouldn't be too bad to place. Was I awkward? Apparently I wasn't. Okay, which way have I actually got this placed? No bother, Wolf. We'll catch you later on. And don't forget, next time you spawn back in, you should have all of your inventory restored back to you from wherever you set yourself on fire. I'm going to have to build up a bigger hole, aren't I, here? It doesn't really matter which way I suppose it's placed, it's just me being awkward. There we go. Right, so that there is done. We have just this one here to place. Let's pop this one. I'm gonna have to dig up again, aren't I? Evening royalty. Yeah, let's get that in there. Oh, let's try that again. We're working on the rail network again tonight. But yeah, how's Socks doing after his operation? Yes, yesterday wasn't it? That he was going in to have his teeth done. Because we were talking about it yesterday. Hoping that you would drop by. Okay, I want all of them. No. Just put the other ones back. It'll make life easier in the long run. Just 3 left. Is that all I've left them with? Poor little bugger. So did they take all of them then, and just like leave the couple in that you were talking about last week then, rather than potential of having to like do like multiple surgeries? Just grab all of those and put them in. As long as he's doing all right. Have you fed him his moose treat then as well tonight? Stick those back in there. What was I going to... Oh yeah, no, what I was going to do next. Oh, please tell me there's a crafting bench up here. Because I know there's not a stone car. Alright, let's get some slabs in here. Actually, let's light up underneath here a little bit before we put a cover in. Polish the whole tin in 2 minutes. Oh, as long as he's got his appetite, that's a good thing. Just spam a few torches back here. Because once this is sealed up, we'll never have to come back here. Was that the fridge begging for ham? Poor baby. To give him lots of cuddles from us. Oh, I can get rid of the schematic now, can't I? Because we've built it. Pop these in here, and then we'll try and figure out the mess as we go. And yeah, we'll make some kind of like little steps going out there in a moment. Do I have any full blocks? Yes. Yeah, how's JD Jr. Getting on? Oh, well, that's the best way to do it. Royalty. Oops. Stay out of firing range. Alright, let's put half slabs down here as well. And then I'll go through the gap and I'll put half slabs here. Just to cover the holes. Have you managed to stay clear of the other firing range as well? Let's see, slabs down here, I think, as well. You're asking about Chrissy. He's got you twice now. Right, is this station actually done? I just need to... right, I need to conceal this wall here. Just to hide the redstone. And then we just need to have an actual pathway coming down. Let's put that there. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday afternoon. Because I was saying Chris will be back to work now. Because they really shaft you for the time, don't they? I mean, 2 weeks is not good enough, in my view. Let's put another slab there. I mean, is it... I'm sure it was a thing like in New Zealand, they get like 2 months at least now or something. And I guarantee you that the employer, I mean, they won't care. They'll not want to hear. They'll just want, your slave labor back. Management will probably consider it like a minor like interruption for a couple of weeks. Then after that, they'll be saying, no, you're back to slavery now. Have I covered all the blocks there with enough light? Yeah, not quite. I wonder if I can be cute to dig this out today. Oh, evening tiramisu. Let's pop that there. Alright, so this is one station done. We've loaded it up with, well, enough minecarts. Put that one there so it looks, it doesn't look like weird. Alright, so the idea with this one, I don't know if I marked it up. I probably didn't. In theory, I want it to come out of this cave, this existing cave. But I think I might be better off digging it from the other side. It's going to have to come through here, isn't it? And then I'll have to raise it up and it'll come out of this tunnel, is the theory, if I've lined it up properly. One thing as well, Roti, the rail network is once again greatly expanded. There is now two-way travel to Chrissy's base, so that's all connected to the network. At the minute, I'm working on the longest stretch. Have I still got the map open? Oh, I do. Let's see, where am I? So, since last week, we now have two-way travel to, like from Chris's bit, so virtually the entire network is all connected. The only places that aren't connected is Harry's abandoned base, the cartography district where I am now, and the Wither Combat Gnome, the Wither Combat Zone, even, in the remains of the abandoned base of the horrible creature. I have pre-rendered in all these chunks. I've very slowly travelled across all of these over the weekend so that I could get these in, and then I regenerated the map so that we could actually see them. JD's base is also now connected to the network. If I can find it on the map here. Yep, there we go. Over here at JD, so I just kept it out of the way, and the station is in the mountain. I don't know if you've been over to have a little rummage through it there, JD, but ooh, did I put tickets in there? I might have to check. I may have forgot to put a bucket, a shulker of tickets in there. If not, I'll bring one along. With a combat gnome, yep. I have to rename it on the map now. I renamed the iron farm to the poppy farm. It produces so much waste, I don't know what to do with all that iron. I filled a whole load of shulkers with it, but at least now we don't have to worry about shulkers because we basically have infinite because of the shulker farm. So anyone needs any shulker boxes, just go up to the farm on the roof, take out what you want, but whatever you do, don't turn the farm on. There's got to be somebody at either end, so I'm gonna, like, whenever we need them, I'll set Ergo up to AFK. But there's multiple stacks in there, so it's not really a rush. What was that there? Hang on, I've missed a line here. Oh yeah, I just realised where I was ramming that Tiramisu was putting there. The light levels are on the blocks here when I've got this on here. If you want these mods, I have a pack with a stable set on the Java section of the Discord. You just download it and it's got all the things that you need to get them running. There's a mod folder in that zip file which you just put that mod folder into your mod folder and then an installer, and you just run that, and then when you launch with Fabric, it has all of that in. I've got mine configured to L. It also, these green bits here, these are slime chunks, like you see as well on there. I can have it display lots of other things as well. Well, actually, I know you guys can't actually see it. 2 seconds, I'll land, and I will press the other button. Yeah, you can just kind of see at the top of the screen, I've got the mini HUD with the coordinates so that I don't have to fanny on with this mess that is the F3 screen. Also, you get 240 days each in Sweden. That's kind of like that, you know, that's the right idea. let's put all this junk in here. So the time that they give you is stupidly short. I mean, I think I say one bonus, at least working from home, you're not too far, you know. But let's say Chrissy was still going back to that office. That would mean what, like 10 hours a day, say, missing out. Am I going the right way? Yes, south. 3 months. Oh, 3 months half pay. 3 months. Sorry, 3 months full pay. 3 months half pay. Booker ever. Or is it 13 weeks you have to? Because I know you have to return for a certain period. When I used to work in the hotels, we had like a few people that left after the you know, like for maternity leave. They came back, they did their the minimum weeks, and then they left again. They only came back to pay their maternity leave back, basically. Yeah, I remember chatting with Chrissy. It must be a couple of months ago now, when he was telling us he basically gets nothing for the second week, and it's things like that. It really annoys me. Let's put it that way, without like me starting like ranting, and raving, shouting about it. But that sort of thing, it's just wrong. There's no polite way to sort of put it, is there? Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Never mind. Wrong mode. Oh, hang on. I need to press page up a few dozen times, so just bear with me. There we go. I'm going to hop over my creative world in a minute. I'm going to show you what this is. I just want to line it up first. No, right, no, yeah, that makes more sense. Right, that beacon needs to go here. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to be the floating interchange, and I'm gonna take it across to my creative world, and I'll show you. I'm going to lock this in place though. I haven't gathered up the resources for this yet. I do know that I'm going to need to go and get some copper because I don't really have much in the way of copper. Okay, let's just land on here. You can just see it looming in the distance there. It's like staring at us over the thing. Alright, let's disconnect. I remember at the travel lodge, you're saying that you like within the first year. I remember one woman, she was only there for a matter of weeks. It's just as well that she left though, because she was a horrible woman. But you know, that's a different thing altogether. Okay. I'm in spectator mode. That's why everything's weird. Okay, so we're now in my creative test world, and this region you see here is the chunks from where we just were. I extracted the section so I knew what was underneath it, and this is going to be the floating interchange. I started off wanting to build an oil rig coming out of the water, and didn't know how to build an oil rig. Then I thought I'd build a zeppelin. Didn't really know how to build a zeppelin, and then this kind of happened. So all the sides are the same except for this one. This is the return side, so I can visibly see it from the outside. This is like the default route that send everyone back to the shopping district. And the structure kind of has like two faces to it. It's got this face here, so you got two eyes and the mouth. And then if we come back, the two side windows become eyes. But it's got everything that the the larger interchanges have. If I can find an example of a larger interchange somewhere in amongst all of my junk here. Yeah, I started trying to come up with the pillars. I don't like this at all, so don't worry, I'm not building that. Here we go. This looks promising. Yeah, so these are the fortresses that I normally build, and I have the double one here for the interchange. It's got all the bits and bobs inside of it. That's the special spawn one. Let's zoom back here, but this one has everything that those ones have. Inside of here, actually, let's go the. I'll have to do it in creative mode because I haven't got an elytra and I can't bother to fanny on. So these have, well, you can come in, of course, with the rails, or you can come in through the gaps. I put like a little concealed entranceway in the top here, though, where we can drop down. And there's like a raised platform above here. Then there's little steps you can come to look out of each one of the windows. All of the redstone is all in place, like for the interchange itself. All tested and what have you, it all works. There is a observation deck on the top, so we'll be able to see the trains coming. I'm going to build a few more of these. I don't rather than build those fortresses, because those fortresses are really time consuming to build because of the walls and the perimeter fences and the roof. This one I can do it in hopefully a shorter period of time. Because it's quite tight in here. I just need copper to build. There we go. Just need copper to build these, really. That points to the default route as well, because this is the return route, which I've explained in the like the redstone videos for this one. But down the bottom, just like all the others, we have all the workstations. It has a bed. There is plenty of storage. There's a fancy chest, and also there is when you're finished, there is a way out. You've got the exit, and the idea is you press that, and then you'd engage your elytra and fly away. I don't really know how to make a rocket, so this is my attempt to make it look like it's being supported by some kind of a thruster to make it hover in the air. So I use like the glass panes and amongst the glass blocks with the shroom lights, which kind of look like it could be like some flaming fire or something under there. I don't really know. If you like with the iron blocks, if you can make stairs out of it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to build in that spot where we are on the server. On the top here as well, little sort of like antennas. Inside of here is two the lightning rods placed that way, so that we can, if it does get struck by lightning, I think it'll look quite cool. Let's have a little buzz around here as well. So you may have noticed in the schedule every now and again it says build lighthouse. This is the lighthouse, because this is the same again. This is the island which is next to my base, and this is will get built eventually. I don't have the quartz for it or the patience. But there's a little pathway that comes up here, and there's like a little path that's concealed, like in the blended in as much as I could figure. And then we have the lighthouse with some bits and bobs inside. And the redstone, which apparently isn't working at the minute. But there is redstone that makes it light up. Yep, the call of all the chickens. We have here, this is the prison. So we can put people in the cells, and well, yeah, you could just break the walls, but it's it's all good fun. I'll show you off one of the cells. So if you get sent to one of these prisons, you have 3 shelves. You have shower, sink, a bed, and that's it. When the lever is pulled, that's it. It's locked. I think I've shown these once before. But yeah, that's it. Once they're in there, that's it. You're sealed. This is if you're like Judge Dredd, this is kind of like what I'm imagining the ISO cubes look like. Let's just grab some food. The prisoners can be fed as well. I'll come along to this cell. So when the cells are closed, you have these little food slots. Might be easier if I just put it in. And the food gets dispensed on the inside. And this is what the tower of them is going to look like. But I don't know what to do for the exterior. I don't like this. I'll think of something. Oh, somewhere around here there's something flat world amusing. Oh, this is the phone that me and Wolf built the other week. The glow squid and oxalotl farm. Oh, there it is. I see it. 2 seconds, and I will show you tiramisu. If you redeem one of those, you get a collectible card, a physical card. Royalty has almost the full set. Each card features a picture, and on the reverse of the postcard has the name of the chicken who's in the picture and a little story about them. Yeah, Chrissy blew like 200 points on the full set. But this here, this is a stronghold without any blocks around it. With this being a flat world with structures turned on, you know, it generates it, but only the blocks. Everything else would be like, you know, the cave. Right, I just quite like this. Just seeing what it looks like without anything. Okay, what else have we got around here? Quickly whiz around and show you a few bits and bobs. Yeah, rotten flesh and spider eyes it should be. These are the outposts. These are scattered across the server. And this is like a one that we're actually going to... actually, I said that I don't think we'll actually get to do today. But the outpost at the with a combat gnome is going to be modified to have this feature. So that we can crawl through the back, and in the back the station is going to be. Yeah, it looks just like old ruins, doesn't it? Here we go. Here's the proper one for the outposts. Where I filled in all the gaps with stone. Okay, let's go to spectator mode so that I can zoom a bit faster. So let's see, we have rail network components, various iterations that I brought over from my tutorial thing I did years ago on it. Ooh, we're gonna be careful there. There's Chrissy's strip club things over there. These are the bits and bobs from the Nether. Chrissy's favourite place. He loves coming to this temple. Oh, the firework display from New Year. And the Christmas trees. I'll have to start building some of those again soon, won't I? Let's see. Which direction is there more stuff? So here's some of the various stages for the other build. And the length of time it takes to make those firework rockets, royalty. But it was fun. We had 15 minutes worth of display. Because it worked in sequence and with randomizers so that we So it like played it all out. That's the original hole after Roll-T had finished carving it out. Here's some of the flying machine tests. Oh, that was like a Stargate that I put on another server. Oh, there it is. We're Spawn Cave. We're going in the right direction now, I think. A few farms. Some other buildings. Some witch farms. Oh. I should switch over the server, shouldn't I, on my second server, and put Cosmic back on it, because this is my Stargate minigame. One of my favourite pieces of Redstone, this game. For those of you that may have not seen it, with this one, you paid a diamond, which we were sort of saying it was a control crystal to fix the Stargate. And if you managed to fix the Stargate, you would power the Stargate up, and you would it would charge up and the lights would come on. And then you had to dial a gate address, and if you dialed correctly, the Stargate link would establish, and you'd be able to get supplies, or you would get prizes when the Stargate closed. So as if you were dialed out for supplies, and then they sent them back later. There was also ZPMs hidden, which are like a power supply in the Stargate universe, which you could skip and guarantee, because it was all based on odds. So you put a control crystal in or a diamond, and it wouldn't necessarily power the gate. In which case you'd have to put another one in until you did. Or if you had a ZPM, it was 100% guaranteed that it would charge the gate. But I think I might swap the other server over, because I've never gone on the RavenCraft world download thing that I put on the other server for months. Not since I last streamed it, I don't think. Oh, these are the bits from the iron farm tutorial. That 40-minute video I did covers iron farms in immense detail. My attempted recreation of the dollhouse. If you guys have seen Josh Whedon's Dollhouse series, this was going to be for another project, but unfortunately I cancelled the project because I calculated how much storage space it was going to require on the server, and I didn't have that much storage space on the server to be able to support the world that would have had to have been done for what this project was for. Because my idea was actually for this year to spend the entire year traveling to the world border in the overworld, and there was going to be a whole segment where this was going to each of these represent a slot in my inventory and a slot in my end chest, and I was going to fill these up with every conceivable supply imaginable for the trek. But then I calculated how much a chunk, the volume of a chunk, for the storage space required for each chunk and each region file, and then calculate how many of those region files would be created in the way, on the way to the heading south to the world border. It's not like I haven't restricted it. On the server, the world is the default size for a Minecraft world. It's not limited to 20,000 chunks, blocks or anything like that. It's however many millions and millions of blocks. But I calculated the volume of storage space and how many gigabytes would be needed. Plus 66. You're not going to go in an exact straight line. It's like traveling Route 66. You're going to break off from the route and you're going to explore. And the only conceivable way to do it would be to delete chunks behind me as I went. And that was just going to be too much of a fanny on. So I can't cancel the project. Unless I can get a couple of terabyte drives strapped to our server. Is she one of your favourites? We love the Dollhouse series. We usually watch it at least once a year. And this is eventually, I want to make a prisoner island for the villagers, because I'm useless when it comes to villager trading. So I'm going to make the village a penitentiary. And this is an example of what a wing will look like. And there'll be different wings, each with different, series of trades. So like anything they can get from, say, like the smithing table, one would be here. This floor might be full of librarians, say, for example. But at the minute, I just don't have the time to sit in my creative world and mess around with it. This is the mega storage system where all the lag lives. Because of the wow, that's getting stuttery. Let's get away from there. But each of these as well features my shulker rejector system. It spits out the shulker and replenishes it. Right, let's get away from the lag. Oh, that was my storage room as well. This is what I was originally going to build, and I didn't like it, so then I built this one next to it. And this is another thing that, apart from the rail network, I would like to build a system that will have to use command blocks. Because I want to be able to have it set so that you can dial an actual Stargate like address, so that you will actually dial. You'll actually dial a sequence in order, and it will prime a command block, so that when you step through the actual Stargate, I haven't got one close by, it would then TP you to another Stargate somewhere else on the server. Because I'd started it, so I was able to make this so that in this tight space, you can get an individual single from each of the buttons. So that one corresponds to that one to that one up there, and these values, when they come off the off here, will then be stored in an encoder, which will then prime the command block to TP you when you step through a Stargate. But I've never come back to it because I've never had the time to come back to it. Oh, have you got an autograph calendar from her? I've got unfortunately, I've never met her at any of the Comic Cons I've gone to. But one thing I have got, if I do ever meet her, I have a picture from Dollhouse of her and Alan Tudyk, and he's like signed one half, and so that if I ever meet her, she can sign the other half, if you know what I mean. No bother, royalty. Have a good night. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Fingers crossed. If you're free to join on Sunday, a game coming up that I think you might be interested in. Because we're starting Lake on Sunday, so if you're free to drop by and say hello, if Chrissy hasn't driven you mad. All right, let's hop over here though, back to where we started. I kind of want to compress my world here to try and get everything a bit closer together, because it's just too far spread out, some of these things. Where's the entrance? So I'll stand on this grate here, drop down. I just like this as a way of getting in and out, because it'll be awesome with the elytra just dropping out the bottom. Whee! Don't get burned on the way down. And, at some point I'll get back to those ones there that we're looking at. What's that over there? Oh, right. I figured, what on earth is that over there? But that's, I had to take the center out because I didn't design this farm just to be the same as everybody else's. The basic chamber is the same as everyone else's, but the redstone is definitely my type of redstone underneath here. I went for a different collection thing because I don't like using hopper minecarts to collect everything. Because if anything glitches or anything like that, the minecart will despawn and you'll lose it, and that'll be it. So I use the water flow methods, but because I need maximum kill space, I designed this one to periodically flood and then open the bottom so that it's maximum kill surface on the top there, as you can see here. And of course, it is powered by my favourite redstone mechanic that I keep on rambling on about, the armor stand on top of the redstone ore. So many of the contraptions that I've designed all rely on that feature. Even, I mean, this one here, you come in the back, it's randomized by that, because using this, it can't be broken. If you like using Evo clock, say, the instances where they get jammed, I find that it's too frequent and you have to manually reset them, or you get redstone which just gets locked on. Using that method, it's not going to happen. Not do much of the redstone. I did well. I don't know if you've ever had a scan through them. My Bedrock series was more or less nearly all redstone, all the redstone tutorials. It's like my awesome interchange. I said the other week, nobody else has built anything like this. I've seen like other like big Minecrafters with their YouTube channels and say, oh, like we're gonna make this station thing, and I look at it and I'm thinking, yeah, your station is so inefficient compared to these. They do ones where you've got to like have. No, if you've got like 6 stations, you need 6 lines coming off. Whereas with my design, you only require a there and a back route. You know, it's multi-directional. You put your ticket in the box, and it just works. You get taken there. All right, let's go back over here so I can remember where I'm at when I next come back into my creative world. Save and quit. Anytime now. No, not quit the game. Multiplayer. That's it. Actually, come on. Let's hop on here for 2 minutes. Failed to connect. Outdate. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, because it's a different version of Minecraft. Yeah, that's not. I forgot that was 16.5. But maybe we'll have 2 minutes exploring that one. Let's have another drink there whilst that loaded up. So, where are we at? So, this is where this will sit when it's built. Obviously, there's no blocks there at the minute. I haven't gathered up the resources for this one yet. Mainly because I don't have any black dye, because it's made out of grey concrete, and I've got plenty bone meal to make white dye, but I've only got a handful of normal ink. I need approximately 2 stacks, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get 2 stacks. There's plenty of river biomes near base. Let's see, we're back here. And splat. I think I'll leave these bits and bobs here. I'll take the empty shulkers back. I'll fill my rockets. I think we'll head back to base for now. We built this station here. I had thought we'd build 3 stations today, but we've only... Oh, maybe I haven't finished building this station. Then where did I put the train tracks? Hang on, I thought I built the train tracks. Oh, don't tell me this chunks haven't saved or something. Oh, the schematic just went weird. That's placement off. Wrong placement. have been worried there, thinking there's a server not saving blocks again. We haven't had that incident since last year. Alright, we've got the empties. Actually, I'll leave this stick here. Like I said, I had hoped that we'd build like maybe all 3 stations today, but we'll just leave it at 2. We're going to head back to base. Leave the 2 and I'll at some stage when I have the energy. This way? Yeah, this way. Oh, did I just bring the 1 stack of rockets with me? Oh, that was close. Once we get into the next open bit, we'll jump out and fly. But if we get back to base, and that's probably where I'll wrap up once we get back to base. Because I'm feeling pretty tired tonight. I know that last night we wound up playing like, what, an extra hour and a half more than what normally? Because that Zen level was so big. Oh, I did some research when I was having a cup of tea at lunchtime. And that room that we're in, if we leave the cylinder there, it's alright because we come back to that room apparently at the end of the chapter. So the cylinder will be alright if we leave it there. Because for some reason it wouldn't go down the hole. But we have to do like an extra bit of level underneath, and then that's where we get to the testicle monster. Which will be well, next week we'll be defeating the testicle monster. Oh, I hate doing this in the Nether. Flying blind. Can I get back on that? There we go. Yep, leave no cylinders behind. It is the correct cylinder as well, because I watched like the video that I had watched like months ago, explaining how to do the achievement. So we'll get it. There's like a thing where we've got to like teleport it like on its own. So we're going to look out for that, but the bit where we teleport it, in the video wasn't really clear where it is. Other than he randomly jump cuts, and he says, "Oh, take this side tunnel to the left." But there's no context on where that corridor is. So we'll just have to keep our eyes out next Monday for openings on my left. But apparently there's 2 achievements that we can get there. One, if we use the cylinder to kill the testicle monster. And the other one is if we don't. So we'll quick save. But we'll do a full save when we get there. We'll then, quick snack. We'll then kill it with the cylinder to get 1 achievement. And then we will reload and we will not kill it with that. And just like jump on through. Ooh, missing glass. Ah, here we go. So that way for Chrissy's base, and this way back to spawn. Yeah, quick save to the rescue. We're almost home. Yeah, my stuff doesn't need repairing. I should probably, I'll 2 seconds, I'll quickly... I don't know if I've mentioned it, I probably mentioned it on streams or something before. So, if you come to repair your stuff, like I said, you can just do a single rocket leap up here. Then if we go up here, this string of torches just leads to 0, 0. It's so that when I was gathering mushrooms on the roof, as long as I walk back to 0, 0, I could then follow the path from here to get back to the hole. But up here, gold farm. I modified it from the normal gold farm, so it has an off switch to reduce lag. Wait for it to get warmed up. There we go. Ergo has stood here for so long, he's got like 600 and odd levels. But that's how we got the gold for the rail network. There we go, and when I'm finished, just turn it off. There we go. And down here, we have 4 sections for gold. We've got these ones here which burn up these swords, and tons of rotten flesh. So if you ever need any rotten flesh for anything, or any gold for anything, it's all here. Did I leave any of the supplies here? There's just a few basic supplies in there. Tell you what we'll do, since we're here. That way's north, that way's east. Now, do I still have the map open? Yes. So we're on the Nether roof. Oops. Just make sure that cursor's going in the right direction. Okay, if we start sweeping down. I'm hoping that we're going to see try to see any ground. Oh, there we go. Oh, so the shulker farm. Actually, how many shulker shells have we got down here? Yeah, we have a lot of shulker shells if we need them. Then if I just follow the line back. This hole puts me right at my base's door. Before we updated to 1.16, we actually had it was like full access on the roof. We had like entrances for all of us, and we had like torchlit paths all the way across the Nether roof. Oh, next level. But of course, when we upgraded to 1.16, I deleted the previous Nether. The only thing we really had in there was the gold farm. And we're back at base. Oh, hang on, I've got some shulkers to dispose of, haven't I? Put that in there. And take a nap. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for tonight because I'm absolutely knackered still from yesterday. I hardly got any sleep last night, even when I got into bed. So we'll, yeah, I don't know what I've got planned by next Tuesday. Probably gathering resources for the floating interchange. I'll probably leave that till then. Okay, let's go into bonus egg time. That's still on full screen, isn't it? Close that, open that, minimize that. Exit Minecraft. Okay, so tomorrow, if I can find Discord, it's on one of these screens. is it tomorrow? Ooh, Walking Dead episode 3 tomorrow. So I need to go and find out what the name of the last achievement... Actually, no, it's not an issue because we figured out what we did wrong in the first episode. We should have waited till the credits, but we got that right at the end of last episode. So I don't even need to bother doing any checking how many achievements there are. So yeah, so we've got that tomorrow. So where did we leave it? We'd survived the cannibal encounter, and what was happening next? What happened at the very end of the episode? Oh, they stole some supplies from the back of a car. Is that where it ended? Or did they continue on to back to the motel? I'm going to have to watch the last 5 minutes of last week's episode to remember what it is, how it ended. But yeah, we've got that there. Thursday is some Counter-Strike. Fallout 3 on Friday. Astroneer on Saturday night, which I'm really looking forward to playing Astroneer. And on Sunday night we'll be starting Lake. That was where it ended. So where they robbed the car and then roll credits. Alright, let's have a look and see who is online that we can go and harass tonight. So we pretty much have a choice tonight of Anita just chatting. Other Joe is playing a game. Easy Guy is playing Farming Sim. So where would you like to get your bonus eggs from tonight? I don't need that window open anymore, do I, either? Let's pop that there. Move that across to there. Got too much clutter on my screen. Alright, I haven't chatted with Easy Guy for maybe about 3 or 4 days, so we'll hop over and we'll go and harass him for 5. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm getting all my words mixed up more than usual. I think I'm probably going to be staying up myself for another 15 minutes. But thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all next time for some more zombie fun.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.